Alright, good morning guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is really hot today. Today's video is going to be about the custom interior on my Jimny. I've been getting a lot of questions on how I built it, so today I'm going to go through how I built that. Full disclaimer, this video is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial because I did build this before I decided to do a YouTube series. I have no footage of me building this whatsoever. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go through all the bells and whistles in this build and I'll show you what I did, how I built it, so if you want you can replicate it and build your own. So let's get started. Alright guys, so this is the build here. As you can see, the first thing you'll notice is we have a drawer system here. Alright, so this acts as a drinks tray, so you can put drinks here or you can make a sandwich if you have the back loaded up with items. This entire thing is bolted on. This cannot move at all. Alright, it can't raise or shake or anything like that. Another thing you'll notice is I have a cutout piece here. Alright, with a little tab that you can raise and move that aside so you can still get access to the jack if you want, or you can use this as storage as well. Alright, you'll notice I have a piece of strip here and a piece of wood here as well. That's just to keep this flat, so if you press down on any side of it, it's actually stable and it doesn't tilt over or anything like that. Another feature you'll notice is I have a lip in the back here. That's so if I rest anything here, if I hit a sudden brakes or anything, it doesn't slide off and go under the seat. Also, this entire system here is bolt on using the factory seat mounts. Alright, so I just got extended bolts and I bolt that down. So I'm going to show you how I built the entire thing now. I'm going to take it apart and we'll put it back together and I'll tell you about each parts of this build. Alright, so you can see I just removed it. If you're wondering what this silver thing is, this is just sound deadening material, so it makes the cabin of the Jimny a lot more comfortable and less noisy when you're driving. I would recommend you do this 110%. Alright, so I just removed the interior, you can see it here. Alright, so you have the whole piece, the part that comes off, and I have the drawer down there. So this can be separated into two parts. You have the drawer system, which is completely separate from the flooring. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna detach this so you can see how I put it together. All right, now this is just attached with screws from the underneath. So I'm gonna flip it around and I'll show you. All right, so I just turned it over. You can see the material we used to cover it, which is a leather vinyl wrap. All right, this is the material used to build the base, which is construction ply. Everything was built from construction ply, just different thickness. Alright, so I'm gonna undo these screws. Alright, so we can remove the drawer system underneath. Alright, so I just remove all these screws, it's just to lift off like this and it'll come off. Alright, so let me do that now. Alright, so I just removed the top piece. So you can see you have the drawer system here and you have the flooring itself here. So let me show you now how this was mounted on the factory bolts. So when you remove the seat, you're gonna have some holes here. So have one on the side and one on the side. Alright. Alright, so this is the factory bolt that came off of here. So what I did was I went to my local hardware store. I got the same threading and a longer bolt. Alright, so it's the same threading except this one is longer. And this is what I used to bolt on here. Alright, so let's talk about how I built this now. So this was built out of 5/8 construction ply, as you can see in the back here, and it was leather over using leather wrap. This was made out of 5/8 thick material. The drawer system was made out of 1/2 inch. The reason this was made out of 5/8 and not 1/2 inch was I didn't want it to bend over time with weight. Alright, and the reason this was made out of 1/2 inch and not 5/8 was because I didn't want it to be too heavy. Alright, so this is just a simple box. Alright, just a box with 2 drawer slides that could slide out. And this is the drawer here. Now, for the bottom of the drawer, I used a piece of diamond aluminum. Alright, that just fits flush inside it. Alright, so that's just for aesthetic purposes, and also if you have to cut or clean on top here, it doesn't damage the wood. The drawer system is mounted onto this flat piece here. And then this is mounted inside here using these factory bolts and these extended bolts here. Alright, so that's how the entire system works. If you have any questions, drop any comments and I'll address them. So let's mount this back together and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any questions or comments, you could drop it in the comment section, or you could message me on Instagram and I'll address it. We have a lot more mods to do on the Jimny, so subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, it really helps it. Share the video with a friend and leave some good vibes in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.